Night's a beast, it devours the weak. Steel and fire, the language I speak. Dust in my lungs, wind in my face. Speed's my temple, this road's my grace. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the chains and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Ain't no cage that can hold me down. No leash, no chains, no goddamn crown. I'm a rebel, yeah, my spirit's raw. The world can't touch what the wild man saw. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the chains, yeah, let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to coverage of the NASRA Pultz Poppers ARCA series as we are live at the virtual Phoenix Raceway, the new Phoenix Raceway, the dog leg, all the fancy cool stuff here at this awesome racetrack. And we do welcome you to coverage as we get you ready for tonight's events here this evening. I am Wesley Outland, joined alongside is Mr. Biggles Dean Hopton. We'll get ready to bring you the action here tonight for the Concerns of Police Survivors 150. Let's take a look at the starting lineup on the grid. Josh Clemens and Jeff Burke will make up row number 1. That's your front row for tonight, the 20 and the 60. Row number 2 this evening on row 2. Axel Smith, got two-time winner this year. Jonathan Cofield alongside of the 58. Row 3 on the grid will find Mr. Mustache, Anthony Hart the Cowboy, and Mark Cofield alongside in 57. Row 4 on the grid, Robert Richards in the Fallout entry. To the outside, Hillbilly, Steve Barnett in 42. Your top 10, Dean, good evening, my friend. We'll find Mark Morton and Robert Richardson. Row 5, buddy.
Broadcasting. Here we are. Trevor Williams will be alongside with Curtis Banks, the Mullet Man, next to him. And moving on to row 7 here this evening, which will be 13th and 14th, Stephen Gregory and Tyler Justice. For 15th, my friend, on the road, Tony Burlington and Matt Cherry, a previous champion here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network, with Keith Haney, Peyton Johnson, rounding out your 18th and 19th, Wesley. 19th and 20th will be Dan Hagan and Chris Ellis.
Moving on as the field rolls off of pit row, Timothy Hammond, Adam Lighty, row number 11. Row 12 on the grid will find drivers of Buzzy Mongold, followed by Kai Miller. Row 12. Row 13, Jonathan Woodward, as well as Carson Woodward, the 96 and the 16 with a tribute for Greg Biffle. Raul Meza and Josh Rodriguez with a throwback for Kyle Busch when he ran for Hendrick. In the top 30, we'll find Brandon Broadfoot along with Jeffrey Johnson. A couple of more cars in the back. We'll find Matthew Cummings starting 31st. Cody Knott is race director. Here's your starting lineup. 31 cars ready to go racing here this evening. Let's take a look at the CRN race analysis for tonight. There you see it. 150 laps. There'll be a competition caution at lap number 60. 3 total sets of tires, 100% fuel capacity. And that's the way things will shake out here tonight.
How's the weather
Ready
here,
to see how this all goes here. Weather conditions, yes, sir. There it is. 79. 79 track temp, air temp is 77, partly cloudy. Northeast wind at 11 miles an hour, partly cloudy conditions. All right. So we'll see what goes on here as Mella, Clemens, and Merck on the front row. Here they come, side by side, working their way in the O'Reilly Auto Parts starter zone. Green flag in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, it is go time in Phoenix.
Down to the dog leg immediately. It looks like, who is that? In the green machine.
Axel Smith.
Axel Smith to the front, yep.
And 3 wide behind them as they work the back straightaway now. Smith with the jump. Jeff Burke watches along. Cofield on the high side of Anthony Hardin. Put lap 1 on the board. Totally reconfigured this racetrack, and the dog leg going right there into turn number 1. It is a sharp, wild part of the racing action you'll see at Phoenix.
I don't know why they bothered to put a yellow line there. If you could just cut straight from the dog leg there. It never gets my head around that one, Wesley. There's no such thing as track limits here in Phoenix, my friend. You go any way you want to go. I mean, you can go up in the fence, up in the crowd. Good luck on that one. Go up on your lead, but Axel Smith to the lead.
By the way, this is round number 5 of the season. There's been 3 winners in 4 races, I'm sorry. Axel Smith with 2, Stephen Gregory and Steve Barnett.
Traffic already
with
too.
Wins. Most recent winner
that's
also.
That's a lap car. That's Brandon Broadfoot. Just behind Axel Smith at the moment. So I don't know what happened with Brandon Broadfoot, but he's definitely on the back foot at the moment as Axel Smith's got past him. He's lapped down already. So that's going to throw us better in the mix. It's Coalfield there in up 2 places, just behind Brandon Broadfoot. A few drivers that they're doing, exploring little tank slappers on the fence here at Phoenix, but so far so good.
Little sideways there for just a moment. Axel Smith gets the jump. He's got a Thomas and Richards right there behind him. One wrong slip, capitalize on it. Axel Smith, he says first, because he is first.
Yeah, that's not going to work too well if you don't finish first, doesn't it, at the end of the day? Let's see. Not sure why Brandon Broadfoot who is on camera here tonight, is down, trying desperately to stay on that lead lap. He's got to get past Axel, of course, but he is down a lap at the moment. There's Caulfield on his inside there for 58. But obviously, he might have started a pit lane there, Wesley, and definitely on the back foot already. But Double B knows how to win races, and he's just trying desperately once again to keep himself on the lead lap. 7 of 150, Wes, 144 to go.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a penalty or something that maybe Broadfoot had the week before. And obviously, I wasn't with you guys last Wednesday. I was in Danville, Virginia for a minor league baseball
How
broadcast.
dare you, Wesley? Trading motorsports
Steve
for
Barnett
baseball.
did win.
Yeah, how'd they go?
I did. You know, I had a baseball game today. It was in the afternoon, but I made it home in time to work with you guys. I missed y'all on Monday. I could have probably done Monday, but the weather was going to make the delayed start, and then I didn't want to be traveling back on the road. I was carpooling, and I just I didn't want to pull out all the equipment in the bus with everybody riding back. So
yeah, you're right.
8 of 150 laps. Thanks again to Cody Deemers, by the way, for filling in for me. So. And he will be the producer for the Thursday Cup Series when it starts up back in July.
Yep, this race is sponsored by the Concerns of Police Survivors. This is 150, and they'll be returning once again. Not on a Friday anymore, but on a Thursday to be switching over to. So I'll be looking forward to that one.
Yes, sir.
Cars are a bit all over the place at the moment. That's the thing about Phoenix, my friend. There is you can go 10 wide if you really want because of using that dogleg area. Plenty of space, although when you come back up from the dog leg, you want to be sliding straight into another machine. As we're seeing Mark Morton trying to make his way around Brad Broadfoot with the double 22. Who once again is a lap down. Looks like he's got an old school Ford livery. It reminds me actually of Supercars, Dick Johnson kind of livery that they used to roll.
A little sideways there.
Now, remember, Wesley, no stage breaks in this series. As you see, our own race details. Right. We just have a caution at lap 60. You won't win your stage points, but it's a mandatory caution. And then we'll make our way all the way to 150 big ones to wrap up the race. So Jeff Merck dropped back quite a bit too, Wesley. I mean, he's down 5.
Yeah, there'll be no stages, obviously, just a competition caution. And I got to give these guys the props. I don't want to jinx myself right here, but these guys are doing some phenomenal racing right now. There's a lot of give and take at the moment here.
Don't rage quit there, Jeff Merck. It's written on your shirt. That's the thing about Merck, mate. He doesn't rage quit, does he? Merck, even if he crashes out early or something like that happens, and touch what he doesn't, he will find his way back up to the field because he realizes that you can't win a race on lap 13. Caulfield also realizes that he wants to take that number first place away from Axel Smith.
Top 5 for the moment. Smith in the lead. There goes now Caulfield. Got to move on the bottom. Bonsai! Whoa! Almost got into the left rear of the 97.
That's so scary.
He says, hey, buddy, I'm there. Yeah. Gave him a shot, but then he backed away. Wow.
Speaking of one Caulfield to another, here's Mark Caulfield. On the inside there of Jeff Merck, that's the 60. Jeff Merck's going to want to take that one place back though. So Jeff Merck says, I'll go down in the dogleg. In fact, we'll all go down in the dogleg. Switch our way back up on the track. That's the thing too, Wesley. When you start burning those boots, mate, that grip, that car's going to start sliding more and more. That fence is going to get closer and closer, lap by lap.
Coming on the line, it'll be lap number 15 completed. Axel Smith trying to look for his 3rd win this year. Right now, you're watching Mark Morton. That's that number 3 car. He's got a big burst of momentum up on the high side trying to get a run on 2 for 1, Cofield and Smith, and he might make it work, Dean. Oh, he just got the door shut on him into 1.
Yeah, because they take such a dog leg down there too, Wesley. You'll actually show up on that little graphic that indicate that they're going into pit lane, but they're not. But because they're so close to the pit lane entrance, it just comes up there, so it might confuse you a little bit. But Axel Smith is holding off. Mark Morton now getting past Caulfield. He's thinking about going up the front here. There it is, past for the lead potentially. Not quite just yet.
All this side by side as they work the back stretch now. Remember, that's off turn 2. And then they go down this long back stretch into 3 and 4, and they're already greeted to the start-finish line. That's how fast this reconfiguration can change the way you race around this place, for that matter, Dean. I mean, it's amazing changing the start-finish line, what it would do with the racetrack and the way you race it.
I know, you'd know better than me there, Wesley. You've probably been to the Phoenix Speedway a couple of times. Then the changes that they made, as we know, changes to the made. There's 8 positions up there from Mark Morton. Goes to the high side. Down on the inside dog leg will be Axel Smith. He may have the nose in there. Whoa! Mark Morton's just dropped like a 1929 stock exchange down to P6, and he's in trouble. He's in trouble, Wes. There's a bit of damage
something
there.
amiss on the Interstate Batteries number 3 machine. Something's going on with his car.
This is what we're going to start to see, Wes, when those tyres start burning off a little bit. No traction, probably overheated a little bit too. A couple of tank slappers. Mark Morton from 1st to 7th in the space of a lap.
Smith in the lead right now, the 97. That's Axel Smith. Top spot for the moment. Cofield right behind him. Mark Cofield now picking up the pieces, if you will, where he lost momentum. That was the 3 of Morton. He fell all the way back to 7th. At one time, he was making a run for the leaders. There's the lap leaders. 19 laps led for Axel Smith. Morton with 2, Clemens with 1 as they work the back straightaway. 21 of 150 laps. Remember, no stages in the NASRA Pultz Popper ARCA series, but they will take a competition caution on lap number 16. You're on board, Jeff Burke. Rage quit on his shirt. No rage tonight as he sets his sights on Richards in the 29 up ahead. Okie dokie.
Yeah, I was about to say that, Wesley. Hey, great minds think alike, isn't it? Okie dokie. It's all okay on the back there of Robbie Richards' car. The number 29 up 4 places. Make that 3 now as Merck makes his way up on the inside. Jeff Merck is a man that can battle through traffic. I'll tell you that right now. We've seen it before. Merck can start last at a race, and when push comes to shove, mate, and you're at the end of the race and you're a couple of laps shy of the checkered flag, you said to find old Jeff Merck, and we're going to see somebody around at the moment.
Caution out.
Adam.
Yellow flag, lap 25. Adam Lighty around. The Days of Thunder, Melly Yellow throwback car. Car number 35 will bring the yellow flag out for the first time of the race on lap number 24. Here's your replay presented by Pultz Poppers. We'll set it up and show you what happened.
33 and 45. Let's see if there's the contact. Slight little tap there from the 33. Sends Adam around. 33 will go around too. That's JJ as well. Jeffrey Johnson and Adam in there. And I think
I want to say first say Jeffrey Johnson got any piece of it. Maybe just a little bit of a glancing blow. Little contact with the 33 on the passenger side, the driver's side. Well, let's see here again. Wow, wait a minute. Yeah. Adam Lighty, what are you doing?
If Adam comes down or the 33 comes
Johnson's
in.
Car.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Adam Lighty drove down onto the 33. By the way, that instant replay presented by Pultz Poppers. Cars are on pit road.
Yeah, Caulfield comes down. Now, JJ came down maybe for damage. Matthew Cummings is in there for a black flag that he's serving, but looks like Caulfield's the only taker to come down pit road on their first caution of the race. It is still early. Remember, they have the 3 sets of tyres that are available to them in this race. 100% fuel capacity, so they're completely gassed up to go the distance. I don't know how many laps specifically. I shall check with Cody what you'll get on a fuel tank, but that's the situation as it is there, Wesley, and it's all quiet on the Western Front in the chat. Nobody's saying anything, Wesley. They're scared.
Crickets in the chat box.
Yeah. We'll just end the stream then if they're not tuning in there, Wesley. All right. Goodbye. If you're not interested, we shall leave.
Wake up, people. I do got a buddy of mine, Mr. Brian Souls. I know he is watching it. And because I sent him the link, and he's like, this, put in another word, this looks real.
Which looks real.
Yeah, this looks real. Yeah, Brian Souls.
I know that, Wesley. I know that because previous broadcasts, and I, sometimes I'm managing the YouTube channels for racing leagues and stuff like that. And we've been before in the past flagged for copyright for apparently, copying real NASCAR copyright.
Yeah, then we got to protest it. We got to file.
We have to protest it. Yeah, I mean, imagine what it's going to be like in 10 years from now with the graphics of simulators and stuff like that. I mean, I don't think there's any way that AI is going to be able to determine the difference between real life and virtual. It's going to be difficult, but that's not our problem right now.
They got wireless. They got wireless robots.
Yeah.
Painting baselines and batter's boxes at ball fields. They got wireless lawnmowers cutting ball fields, grass. One day Skynet is going to come in and take over everything. Back under greens.
They won't take away your broadcasting, Wesley, as much as an AI bot could try it. It doesn't have the wittiness, the experience.
Trouble, car in the wall, 15 around.
It's Johnson.
That's Johnson. Oh my goodness. And the big one has just been sued. Amazing how it started with one car, and then there's more cars in it than not collected. My goodness, listen to the car count. The big one has just happened.
See 5 and 6 close behind each other, but keep an eye on the 15.
What's the 15?
99's into the fence. 15, I thought he might have cleared the 99. Did not.
99.
Yeah.
The 99 into the 15. And the 5 pushing the 15, blocking Gregory, blocking Rodriguez. And they just slam in from there. Look at this calamity. And they're not done crashing yet.
It's a car park. Wow.
What's a junkyard?
I mean, at this point behind, there's really nowhere to go, Wesley, as you know. I mean, it's close on that. I thought the 15 might have thought he was clear of the 99, but definitely wasn't the case. And then that just backs up the 5 into the 6 cleared. No, they get tagged as well too. And then they go around, and it's like a pinball machine, right? Ding, 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 ding. A lot of cars involved in that one, my friend. In fact, that's about half the field. Including Matt Cherry as well, too, I think.
So many good cars collected in that one. Watch this again. Oh, my goodness, from another angle. Wow.
Even when you think you cleared, Wesley, you get tagged from somebody.
Just take a listen to this. Cars collected include. This is on board with Timothy Hamlin.
Got nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Not much you can do at that.
Cars collected include Matt Cherry, Tony Burleson, Adam Liney, Timothy Hammond, Robert Richardson, Josh Rodriguez, Buzzy Mongold, Carson Woodard, Raul Meza, Tyler Justice, Jonathan Woodard, Jeffrey Johnson, Stephen Gregory, Colleen Miller, Peyton Johnson, obviously, Brandon Broadfoot, Mark Cofield. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 cars involved in that big one.
Kind of remind me of that Sesame Street. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
One! Two! More cars were not involved in the wreck, or there were lesser cars involved, not involved in the wreck that were in the wreck. That's all I got to say.
Weren't we
I can count.
entertained to a race on the Australian NASCAR series, weren't we, with SVG and all that the other night? Anyway, we're back here at the Pultz Poppers ARCA series, presented by the Consensus Police Survivors for the 150 at Phoenix, my friend. Been here a couple of times, Wesley. I like Phoenix. Some of the best seafood I actually ever had was at a restaurant in Phoenix. But never went to a race. I've never been to an oval race anywhere in the States, my friend, so I've missed out. But I shall one day.
Smith, Burke, Cofield, Richards, Barnett, top 5. That's the way it stands currently.
So yeah, Murphy's managed to pick his way back up the front here as well too, after dropping a couple of places from the start. He was in P2. That's where he started the race. He's in P2 currently at the moment. Coalfield's on his tailpipe. Going for the lead.
Gotta run. There's those expressions from our buddy Amber, from Jeff Burke.
Tell you another driver.
You never, Axel Smith, by the way, still leading. I was going to say that, but Jeff Burke on the bottom, and there's the facial expressions. He's got that double bubble.
Tell you another driver that's really impressed me as well too, Wesley, and we won't show the cameras on because we'll see the battle for the lead. But you know how Brandon Broadfoot was fighting with these guys a lap down before? He's now in P9 after those pit stops, and he is back in that top 10. So, got himself unlapped and back into the hot seat, into the hot mix. So, double B, proving that, you're never out in a race, even when you're a lap down at the start.
There goes that car right now. That's Richard's car, watching the top 3 working their way across the stripe. By the way, we're about midway point before the competition caution. Remember, there will be a comp caution at lap number 6. And that is presented by Community Radio Network. Hey, can I give a shout out to somebody, Dean? And you worked with him the other night.
Of course you can.
So CRN is obviously my sport radio network. You know that, 87.9 FM radio, music, everything, blah, blah, blah. So we also have done some sponsorship, not only in iRacing, but in real racing. I sponsor a race car in Indiana and a race car in South Carolina with our buddy Burt Ramsey, who drives the number 41 late model at Florence and Dillon. And then Cody Deemers drives a Thunder Roadster, and I helped him out with some sponsorship. Well, anyhow, he got his first ever Touring Series Thunder Roadster win with CRN on the car this past Saturday at Shady Bone Speedway in Ohio. So big congratulations to our buddy Cody Deemers.
Yeah, congratulations. That's impressive, yeah. And thank you, obviously, Wesley, and the CRN network for getting behind the drivers. And it is expensive to race in real life, as you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's very expensive, and unfortunately, not a lot of people have the luxury. And unfortunately, there's a lot of talented drivers out there that just never get a chance because they can't get the money behind them as well. But absolutely, hats off to Cody on that one. Courtesy of the CRN Racing Network as well, too. So catch all the action there, Wesley. If you're tuning into the radio over there in the United States of America, and have a listen to, probably online as well, to baseball, basketball, netball,
lacrosse,
cricket,
soccer,
lacrosse,
football.
No, yeah.
I mean,
You're going to cover the World Cup as well too, Wesley? See, it's in your neck of the woods coming up in this month.
I don't know. I might try to see if I can get the radio feed for the USA soccer team maybe and try to promote it, broadcast the games.
I'd love for the US to win the World Cup. You've got a good team, they've been improving every year, really improving every year.
I mean, all they do is just like MRN or PRN. They send you a feed and you just get the satellite frequency and you just.
But I mean, imagine the USA winning the World Cup for the first time at home. I guarantee all those soccer mums that taken all those kids to soccer practice over the years will have paid off. Wesley, you know that?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, when does it start? Don't it start next week? I think?
Yeah. Next week, I think the first match is
next
a
Saturday,
Mexico
I think,
one.
Friday or Saturday.
Remember, Canada, Mexico, and the USA are hosting it this year, so all three teams are in. But Australia's in it. So, I don't think chances of Australia.
Well, I mean, I guess every soccer team in the world's in it, right? I mean, don't
Italy,
they have
Italy didn't qualify. The Italians didn't qualify. They're good. I mean, there's a few.
Wow.
Yeah, that's quite a few teams.
How many teams go in the first round? What is it, like 100 or 60?
No. I think you got a group of 4.
48. 40?
There's 4 groups of. I think there's 4 in a group. I think, and then there's how many groups? A, B, C, D, E, F, or something like that. So yeah, I think it's 32, and then you go 16. And then down the round of 16, down to round of 8.
8, 4,
round of 8,
2,
round
1.
of 4, 2, 1. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right. 30, 32, 16, 16 to 8, 8 to 4.
And in the first groups, after the first groups, you got to get, only the top 2 in each group go to the next round. After that, whoa, we got a caution. After that, it turns into a you lose your out scenario.
So it's like a round robin, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
You can lose a game and still not be eliminated, but if you lose the second time,
in the first group, after that, when you progress to the next round, that's it. And you can't never lose a game after that. You're out.
Yeah.
I think it was Mark Morton that might have crashed.
Caution out. It is Morton's car. Yep, there it is. Caution out. Mark Morton.
Oh, he's already sliding in the corner.
There it is. Yeah, but just missed it.
Exit of 4, isn't it? I think that is the common spot where people make a mistake around here in Phoenix, and that's what's caused the caution. You could go your own way, Wesley. Go your own way. As we are in our third caution of the evening, but on lap 47. A few drivers taking pit road opportunities here, Wesley. We spoke about the mandatory caution at lap 60. I think some of these drivers are just going to look in here to jump that, my friend, and get themselves some track position when some of the other drivers will come in on that other caution. Interesting.
Well, guys, we've not took a caution break ourselves, so we're going to step away here and take a network timeout as some of these drivers have elected to come down to the pit lane. Just about 12 laps left before the competition caution on lap 60. More from Phoenix in just a moment. Stay with us.
Starbase 1552 Comics. Suit up and head over to Whatnot Live to fight your way to save your collection. Our command center has comic books, action figures, posters, autographs, Funko Pops, and many other collectibles. If you can't make it live, fly on over to our eBay and Amazon stores. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook because being informed is part of the battle. Starbase 1552 Comics is a proud
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Hey everybody, welcome back. We're getting ready for the restart, and we'll be less than about, we're about 12 laps away from the restart before going back to racing. 49 of 150 laps is about to be completed. We're working lap 48. Along with Bigglestein Hopton, I am Wesley Outland. Jeff Merck, Jonathan Cofield alongside. Axel Smith, Robert Richards, front row. Here they come to the line. Back to green. Closing in on not only the competition caution, but also, Dean, 100 laps to go in the race tonight.
Jeff Merck to the top there. And have a look at the out list you'll see in the timing tower as well, too. Wesley, look at that. From 25th down, we got a lot of drivers out. Richardson, Gregory, Johnson, Tyler Justice, Chris Ellis, Timothy Hammond, Adam Likey, around Mazda, I think, as well, too. So, no, Mazda's out in the track there. Jonathan Woodward as well, too. So, yeah, half a dozen retirements already, my friend. No fuss repairs in this series. I think I'm double B, my friend. I'm talking about the man that's fought his way back up here. 21 positions gained for the double B, Brent Broadfoot.
Merck and Smith, Cofield and Richard. Barnett top five. Barnett coming off of a win. How about that, by the way?
Yeah.
Dean, finally, Steve Barnett winning last week. Won at Michigan.
Hey, his home state as well, too, so it was even more special.
Under 100 to go. Under 10 remaining before the competition caution.
Axel Smith with the Floridian there of Jeff Merck. Oh, he's going to do the switcheroo. He's going to show the inside. Merck's got that one covered off for now, my friend. And always keep an eye out for the danger man of Jonathan Caulfield looking behind. We know how powerful Caulfield is. When push comes to shove, he can get race wins. He's done it before.
Steve Barnett is in the pits, and whoa, Axel Smith almost bouncing off the wall. Jonathan Cofield alongside.
There's Axel Smith hitting the wall again too, mate.
Yes.
Got to remember too,
Craziness
Wesley,
out here.
these drivers are not taking a pit stop at all. You've got to go down to Brad Broadfoot, but he took that on lap 1, so don't even count that any different than anybody else. You've got to go back to Josh Rodriguez, and P11 is the one that's actually taken on fuel on lap 29. And then Mark Caulfield took in repairs and perhaps fuel or tyres. We're not 100% sure on that. But that's to go show those drivers that may very much stay out, Wesley, when we get our competition caution at lap 60.
Oh, the sound of those cars. And you know what? They sound so different, if you will, Dean, from the trucks on Monday or Thursday night. And obviously the WeatherTech IMSPA cars that we have for the Endurance, and no doubt the Cup cars that will be returning back in the fall here on Wednesday. This is just a season, couple of months to fill in that time before Justin White brings back the Cup Series.
Absolutely, they sound great.
And the cars are just so different, the way they handle, the way they drive.
That's right. And not to mention that iRacing always update surfaces and the cars and make tweaks. So just when you think you've got the handling of it and you understand the car completely, all of a sudden there's an update and then things change and you're like, I got to learn it all over again as we're seeing another caution on the
So
speed.
we've got a caution. Mark Morton has crashed again in number 3. And this is a lap shy or 2 laps shy to the competition caution. So I think they're going to call this the competition caution.
I think they might, eh? Unfortunately, it looks like Mark Moore might have lost it again on his own. He has. It's already got loose. Same. It's like it's a mirror, isn't it? It's almost a carbon copy of what we just saw before. Keeps it out of the fence, but something all of a sudden, Mark Morton might have got some damage or something earlier. He's just struggling now with the traction for the number 3. He's down 13 places. Unlucky for some. Unlucky, unfortunately, for Mark Morton, but I'd have to say lucky in the point that he did keep it out of the fence that time around. But he will be... The pit stops, yes. You called it, Wesley. Now, interesting to see whether or not Josh Rodriguez and the others do come in. They are going to come in, Wesley. They're not going to risk it for the biscuit. They're all coming down pit lane. Look at that timing tower, my friend. Nobody is staying out at the moment. Everybody else that's outside that P24 place have all retired from the race. So this is it. This could be potentially not the, I wouldn't say the last pit stop of the race, Wesley, because Cody told me it's about 75 laps to a tank of gas here, 100% fuel capacity. We have 90 laps remaining, so there's no way they're going to go to the end of this race. Another caution, perhaps, yes, they'll take a pit stop and gas it up and should go to the end, but for now, if we stay green at the end of the race, you've got to come in. Will Rodriguez jump everybody out of pit road? He will. But he took 2 tyres, Wesley, whereas some drivers are taking 4.
Wow.
Or just fuel only. That's what we're guesstimating anyway. Yeah, it could either be 2 or fuel. But definitely those drivers that say 4 tyres next to their name, that would be 4 tyres. But JJ...
Hey, speaking of the devil,
yeah.
there is Rooster, Cody Deemers. Cody,
Hello,
we're
Cody.
doing well, buddy. I was just telling everybody about your win at Shady Bowl in the Thunder Roadster on the touring level this past Saturday in the Buckeye State. So, and obviously CRN on the car.
Come and join us if you like
And
that,
he'll be
Cody.
our producer. He'll be our producer for the Thursday series. I think maybe Tuesday too. I think Dean was talking about maybe Tuesday, the endurance, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Tuesday and Thursday.
Cody, come and
I guess.
join us for a little chinwag if you want and explain that better. It just keep us occupied up here in the booth there, Wesley. But
I mean, so they're going to let this last caution be that competition caution that obviously we talked about.
how's Rodriguez now too? 27 places gained. Jeffrey Johnson, 26 positions gained. Remember, both of these drivers we assumed did not take tyres in that last pit stop, just gasoline only.
In 4th, Jeffrey Johnson. And remember, at one time he was involved in an accident with Adam Lighting in 35. Back to green, ready to settle this one. Under 90 to go and taking you to halfway. And now the finish of the race. Back to green here. Wow. Look at that gaggle of traffic. Form, scramble. Smith trying to go around Rodriguez in the lead at 2.
Would imagine his boots got a lot more traction as well too, so he can risk it and know there's not going to slide straight up into the side of the number 1 Josh Rodriguez's car. Take advantage of while the iron's hot, as they say, Wesley. If you've got that traction, trust in the car to have the grip when you need. As we know that Rodriguez and Jeffrey Johnson, that's running back in P7, their tyres are old, my friend. They've been on there since the start of the race, so they've been on basically 64 lap old tyres. See the Rodriguez's car just sliding in the corners there, Wesley. That just shows you how much he's got no grip on those boots. Whoa!
Yellow.
That's Robbie
hang
Richards.
on, trouble. That is Richards around.
I think he's got the Fallout on the car too. I don't know if you've ever played the Fallout game series. Also turned into a TV series. So that looks like Raul Messa's car's pretty dinged up at the front there as well too from an earlier accident. Let's have a look what happened to Double R. Was there contact with Haney? I think there might be a little...
That's
No,
the
he's
third rocket
lost it on his own.
Oh, he just lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he lost it. Maybe some dirty air might have, between the 29 and the 87, might have caused the car to get wicked there. Because you notice the 87's there. Just a little touch.
Have a look at this.
But he didn't cause the first.
He's on the
if you will,
scene too.
spin.
Look, he's on the scene. That's the seam right there, Wesley. We've been told about
yeah, he
that from
lost it.
drivers too. As soon as you get down in that little black seam in the tarmac there, it just somehow just moves the car just a tad, just a little bit, and then all of a sudden you're around. I mean, I know it's a short track, and it's for me as a producer, this track is a nightmare to try to get the pit lane where you can kind of see all the cars down pit lane, because it's just curving, isn't it? It's just a constant curve around a corner in pit lane. So it's very hard to get your cameras out there, as you can see. Raul Meza fixing the front of his car as well too. Wesley, you can see it's a bit dinged up there for the 37. They're going to try to chip up those repairs as much as possible before these leaders come around, led by Axel Smith, so they don't want to go too many laps down. Now, Wesley, in all the time you've been, all those years you've been commentating, they ever take you out to ride shotgun, like in the actual race cars, like?
Have I ever got in a car on a racetrack? Yeah, I've
like,
done it before.
Have they ever taken in a truck or like cups or these Xfinity cars or anything like that?
So I'll tell you a true story. One time I got in Tony Stewart's car and wrecked it at Charlotte.
You wrecked it?
Yeah.
You drove it and wrecked it? Or he wrecked it with you in the car?
Yeah, it was one of Tony Stewart's Xfinity cars.
Who would loan you a car, Leslie, to drive? I guess he did, and that was the last time somebody ever loaned you a car to take for a drive? I mean, race car.
He was like, we were all just kind of hanging out during the day. It was a test session.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, man, why don't you, to get a better feel, get in there. And, I said, okay. So I went in there and I dove into the turn. Now remember, this is before they repaved Charlotte. Okay, this is before the track got repaved.
Right.
So this is like, oh man, 2017, no, hang on a minute.
Green's out, green flag.
Yeah,
green flag.
2015, 2016, something like that. And I go down into the corner and I lost it. I went in the corner and the back end of the car just shot around me. And I came down pit road and I saved it. I didn't let it hit the wall. I dropped below the apron. When Tony's telling me, and the guy was telling me, you need to do this. You need to, let off and don't try to force it down into the turn, in the turn one. And so I was like, okay, all right, I'm going to try to do this, So I turned around and I go up the banking, up into the marbles, and spin back down the apron. Well, needless to say, the guy said, bring it in, Wesley, bring it in.
How much damage was caused to the car?
Just a little bit of undercarriage of the car. Got a little scrape, the valence or whatnot, but not. I mean, the car didn't get destroyed,
But the engine's okay, and the gearbox and all that stuff.
I flat spotted a set of Goodyear tires. I can tell you that much.
They could let you take them home and take those tires home and keep as a souvenir.
I think they probably try to sell them as scuffed tires.
I think they recycle them actually. Probably.
Yeah, a lot of those tires that if they use them and they keep them and they don't get busted or tread or torn up, they take them, they sell them at other tracks or series for scuff tires.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I'm waiting for him to bring flat spotting into.
That was an experience.
Into iRacing as well.
Into iRacing? Oh yeah, flat spotting.
That'd be good. Obviously, you don't see it. You won't. It doesn't. Well, it will matter a little bit, obviously, if you hit your anchors and ovals. But more so on road road races. You see with flat spot tires and you get into heavy braking zones. That'll be interesting. I'm sure they'll be working on it in the iRacing gods. Tank slapper there from Caulfield. That's all right. I thought that they have those cars sometimes where they actually have like the extra seat in it, right? So they actually have somebody who can actually sit shotgun and they take you around the track. You can pay for those racing experiences, can't you? On race weekends.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Jump in a car and SVG.
And they do have. They do have the.
Yeah.
They have the driver experience where you have to pay and go to a class. And I was just at a test session one day and we were just shooting the what. How do you get that car? What are you trying to get in that car?
And it's tough too because there's no power steering, remember? So you need I'm sure you've been go-karting before, right? And you know how your arms feel after.
Oh yeah, I go-karting.
After doing
I've done go-karting.
an hour of go-karting, you walk out and you're like, wow, it's exhausting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just go-karting. Imagine the sheer horsepower of any of these cars trying to handle the steering of them constantly for lap after lap after lap. Well, you're sitting basically in an oven as well, too. You're sitting in a racing suit that's not very good
People
at dispersing
don't realize how hot
heat.
it is in those cars.
Yeah.
People don't realize how hot it is in those cars. Even when it's 30 degrees outside, it's still hot inside of a race car.
Yeah, you're sitting in an oven. All the heat that's generated by the engine, the gearbox, and everything like that. And as I said, too, the racing suit is hot. If you wear a racing suit, you're sweating in it.
Yes. And a lot of people believe, too, Dean, that is what led on. That's what led on to Kyle Busch's pneumonia
really?
and
Wow.
sepsis
Okay.
to happen so quickly.
Yeah.
Was the fact that he's wearing those suits and it's 130, 140 degrees inside the race cars, and you're enclosed with a helmet on, and you're coughing and you're breathing all this nasty mucus and sickness and everything else. And so imagine that you're in a race car or a space suit or whatever, right? Let's just imagine, you know what? I don't even want to say race car. Imagine you're on a motorcycle, Dean, and you got a helmet on your head, and you're sick and you're congested, and you are like just just got respiratory problems from it. But you're coughing and you're sneezing and you're hacking, but it's all coming right back inside your helmet. It's not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's staying right in where your body is.
That's right.
So whatever you're taking out, you're putting right back in.
And you can't take your hand off the steering wheel at the speeds as well, too, just to make yourself comfortable.
You got a helmet on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not trying to be inappropriate. You got a helmet on and you go.
Yeah. Well, that reminded me, Wesley.
Right?
It was
And then you got to swallow it.
Yep.
Because you're not going to spit it out driving down the road in a race car. He can't do that. So he's inhaling this. He's hacking it up, and then it's digesting again. Right. So you're not getting any better. What you need to get out of your system, you're putting right back in with the heat, with the fumes, with everything else in your body, and then that caused such a quick start of pneumonia and then sepsis. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what really led to Kyle Busch's demise, man.
It's unfortunate because there's not too much you can do about it as well, too, because you need to be the helmet, you need to be in the race suits, they're protecting you in case there's fires.
Right.
It was that case in the Japanese Grand Prix in Formula One. Mark Webber, an Australian driver, he was sick going into the race, but of course they're racing the contract that they got to, and he vomited in his helmet. He's like, guys, he was on the radio going, I vomited, and he's like, he just covered his whole helmet. He couldn't do anything. He had to actually go down pit lane so they could take the helmet off and clean it. But once again, there's nowhere, as you said, for any of that to go. You're stuck. You're sitting in that until the race is finished.
No, you're exactly right.
Caulfield and Merck.
you're literally, and here's the deal. Could he have probably said, guys,
I'll sit one out.
Not feeling well. I need to sit a race out.
But you're in a championship too, aren't you?
Anybody that knows Kyle Busch knows he would have never done that.
Yeah.
By the way, we're after halfway. It's Axel Smith still in the lead. Anybody that knows Kyle Busch would know he would never have done that.
Well, there's a positive side to it. I mean, he passed away sadly, but he passed away doing something he loved. That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, yes and no. He didn't die in a race car, but
no, but he was yeah, it was because of the racing was contributed to his passing. So
yeah.
Challenge for the lead here. Caulfield's probably got sick of running alongside of Axel Smith for the majority of this race, and Jeff Merck as well too. Going to put the pressure on him. Axel Smith has led majority of his laps here this evening as well too, Wesley, leading 58 of them. Merck's left 20. Believe it or not, Caulfield's only led 1. He's happy to sit back in P2 at the moment. He realises we still have 64 laps to go, and if it's green flag all the way, we will have pit stops before the end of the race. We're estimating only 75 laps on a tank of gas, Wes.
I think that 17-car pileup did everybody in. They.
Yeah. I think it did too. Yeah.
Yellow flag is out.
Well, so much for that. We got a caution as yellow flag will come out here.
I think it's Jonathan. It is. He's gone toe to pit lane already.
Jonathan Woodard, I believe, with a problem. And he, had some problems on lap 70
He's
as
by
well.
himself
Watch this, the 96.
The 96 is going to lose the rear end. There it is. You can see it slowly going. It's not the first time we see it in the turn 4. Yep. Now, why he towed? I'm curious. He just had a spin, but then unless he just drove down the pit lane.
Did he crash again somewhere?
Yeah, I think he has. I don't know. That's curious, Wesley. No. Anyway, that's what we believe is the cause of the caution.
He missed pit road, maybe? I don't know.
We're seeing pit stop takers here, and this is probably key here, Wesley, because 62 laps to go, estimated 75 laps on a tank. So these guys realize if we fuel up now, Axel Smith, Jeff Merck, Josh Clemens, Curtis Banks, Matt Cherry, they could go to the end of the race if this stays green. If it stays green, the rest of these drivers that are out there, like Caulfield, Steve Barnett, Keith Haney, Trevor Williams, Brendan Broadfoot, and all that, will not be able to go to the end of the race. They will have to come down on green flag pit stops, which will cost you a ton of time. So a bit of a gamble here for track position of Axel Smith will come out in P12. Jeff Merck will come out in P13. The rest of the drivers will come out behind them, Josh Clemens and so forth. But they're gambling on that, Wesley. They're gambling on greens here. Which could pay dividends, or it could backfire on you. It's very interesting. That's why they say, Wesley, you got to risk it for the biscuit.
That's right.
For the chicken salt.
And we need to risk it for commercials because we haven't took any in a while. I'm still waiting for my new Aussie up here.
Right.
Tim Tam, chicken salt, cherry ripe. She's my cherry pie. Yeah. We're taking a break. Back in a moment.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's magical creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
We're back live. We missed the green start flag, but Wesley, we are back. No, nothing's changed too much apart from the fact that Caulfield is in the lead. Then Steve Barnett, Keith Haney.
Yes. So we got crickets in the chat box, but we got people watching. So thank you. We do appreciate it.
Thank you for being our friends. Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you for being
Keep an eye on Axel Smith and Caulfield. Mark Caulfield, they're 7th and 8th now, Wesley, after those pit stops. So it is paying off. If they took those tyres, remember there's only 3 sets available to them in this race, they're going to use them up to try to regain their track position. So that might be a smart play. Plus, we, under the assumption they will have the fuel to go to the end, whereas his other runners at the front will not have the fuel to go to the end. So is it a good call? You can see how many screens.
Brandon Broadfoot, there he is.
Look how far the screen is to his left. So he's basically got this big dome.
It looks like
him.
baby's in a corner, don't it? It looks like baby's in a corner.
Yeah, but he obviously has got the screen will wrap all the way around, basically, or curve all the way around. You won't see the other end of the screen, but he's looking in the middle screen. He's got the screen to the left, and obviously up on the screen to his right. And you can see what he can see too, Wesley. So he's looking basically over here at that to his left. That's how far his vision can go. That car right there, see it? He can see that if he looks over to his left. And of course he can pan all the way and see to the right as well. So that's the vision that Brandon Broadfoot has in his racing cockpit. And he's doing it right too. It's the biggest gainer in this race, top 23.
Top 5 for the moment. Down on the Cofield, Steve Barnett trying to become a 2-time winner, by the way. He won last week at Michigan. Cofield's trying to collect his first win of the series. Right now, the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series champion for Monday night is in the lead. Keith Haney, solid run in third. Trevor Williams, Brandon Broadfoot with problems earlier in the race, starting from pit road, is in the top 5 now. Top 10, along with Broadfoot, as I mentioned, Smith, a 2-time winner, Cofield, Rodriguez, Ty Miller. All those drivers currently are in the top 10.
Comes Axel Smith.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. Do now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Connor, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
I'm sorry about that, Dean. I was doing station ID, bro. Paul said.
You're right.
A little bit more.
Thank you, CRN, of course, for sponsoring our race details and community radio, as you mentioned there, that you can tune in to listen to all the sports programming that Wesley and others provide. Tell you what, even with those fresh boots that we assume there from Axel Smith, he hasn't just driven past Brandon Broadfoot or Steve Barnett there. So is he saving those tyres a little bit for later, or is he just knowing that these guys have to come down a pit road if we go green? You can see at the moment, he's done only 11 laps. Josh Rodriguez, 11 laps. So they know that they've got the gas to go to the end and the tyres for traction, but the rest of the field up there, 50 laps remaining in this race, are not going to go to the end on that tank of fuel.
And look at the number 1 car down to the inside. How about a run for Rodriguez, man? Good solid run for him. He's got a Kyle Busch throwback car. That is the Hendrick Kellogg CarQuest throwback. It used to be a 5 when Kyle Busch ran. That's the number 1, but that's the car. What it looked like. They're great.
Oh, great. There's the 29 of Robert Richards and Trevor Williams, and the 99 next to him. Up the road there's Keith Haney up 15 places, and Jonathan Caulfield finally got his way up to the lead. I'm surprised Jonathan Caulfield has not won a race this season, considering his form has been pretty solid. Wondering why Jeff Merckx back at the moment. He took a pit stop for fuel only, as far as I know. Whoa! Wesley, we got a Harden's around.
Caution. Oh, man, Rodriguez got a piece of it, too. He got damage. Oh, man. Caution out lap 105, under 50 to go.
This will be interesting for pit stops now, too, Wesley. We'll find out what happened to Harden. Do they come in? Has Harden lost this on his own? Has the 88 John Deere machine gone around? No. There's the 42 Steve Hillbilly. Oh, it's up the road, actually. It's the, yeah. Oh, he's hit Rodriguez. So it's Rodriguez and who else did the number 1 get into? I think the number 1 might have got into Axel Smith. Yeah.
Have a look at it again.
Yeah, I think Rodriguez might have got into Smith. The 97. Yep, it is. Axel got a little loose on the corner. Rodriguez is coming down. Oh, that's interesting. That'll be one for Cody Knott sitting in the race control booth to analyze that. And bang. Hard lick for some of the other drivers there. That's not going to buff out. We got live pit stops there, Wesley. Everybody coming down except Brandon Broadfoot and Cummings.
I think this could be the money stop as well, Ding.
I think you might be right, pending other cautions. I like how iRacing just have scanned these tables sitting out there in the mirror. Look at this. They put all that effort to put these tables out there. The infield Phoenix. Anyway. They can't get the lights. iRacing can't get the lights right on the track, but they can scan in tables and chairs in the infield. So I can't get my head around that sometimes of iRacing. You got dark patches of the track where you can't see the cars properly yet. You put all the effort in putting some tables and chairs down the infield. Get your priorities right, iRacing, please. Double B taking a big gamble, my friend. Being out there on 46, 47 laps now. Matthew Cummings, I can understand him. He's only been out there for 18 laps. But Brandon Broadfoot not coming in here. There's no way he's going to stretch that car to go 43 laps to the end.
So let's set up a restart for you with Broadfoot, Cummings, Cofield, Haney, Williams, top 5. Richards, Barnett, winner last week at Michigan. Jeff Merck, Clemens, Miller, top 10. So that's the way it sits as the lights are off on the pace car. Pace car is already in. 42 laps to go. 42 remaining. How about this? Broadfoot problems starting. Dean rallies back in the lead. A Rally Auto Parts restart zone back to green. Closing in on 40 to go in Phoenix.
It's crunch time. In the cactus state, my friend. Look at them all battling for shuffling for position. You know that when you get down about 20 to go, Wesley, we're not even going to get there, so we got a wreck.
Uh-oh, hold it off. Hold on.
Oh, they're still going.
No! Whoa! Still holding it together. Look at Axel Smith. Big tag. Tony Burleson. 2, 3 cars bouncing off the safer barrier, bouncing off the inside wall. Then Axel Smith, the 2-time winner of the season, hits the 79. Tony Burleson goes for a wild spin. Caution out.
Oh, it's up the road
Watch
there,
again.
isn't it? There's the car that hits
Look
the
at this.
fence.
It's like checkmate.
Yeah, who was that? I'm trying to have a look at the lid there. Axel Smith tries to avoid, comes up and actually takes out Tony to avoid the accident there. So, whether you want to put the blame on that one, I would. It's not Tony's fault, of course. I wouldn't put even the fault on Axel. I'd put the fault on who was the car up there that hit the fence there, Wesley. That's trying to see who that is. It's a 73. And there's a little bit of net code in there as well, too.
Yeah, a little something.
73 was Kai Miller. So have a look at this. Oh. Yeah.
No matter how good they are, dentures will never replace.
This is the accident here, so keep an eye on the 73. He's getting a little loose here. Tries to recover it. In fact, there's even more of an accident up the road here, Wesley. So we got the 14, and he's just kind of hard licking.
That's Kai Miller. That's Kai Miller in the wall right there, the 73.
Yeah, we got to go back to Cummings.
And then watch this. Look at this. Kai Miller.
Yep.
Tag. Oh, wow. And then that's what happened. Just got a little piece. Just got a little piece there. That was the leader, Axel Smith.
Yeah, have a look at Cummings
into the
here.
back of Kai Miller. Watch this again. Look at Look at Richards in the middle.
Yeah,
nowhere to go. He got tagged.
This is where
the 14.
It starts. This is where the events unfold up here. 14, 29 to 14, bang. He gets, and then there's 60 behind him. I think that's Jeff Merck as well, too. So Jeff Merck might have survived that. And then the concertina effect behind that, as you saw, Burlington. So that's what's unfolded on that one there, Wesley. This might buy Double B a little bit of time here for fuel. But not a great deal. Remember, Brandon Broadfoot hasn't been into pit lane since lap 80.
That's right. The Broadfoot, Cofield, Williams, Haney, Richards, top 5. Let's try this again. Lap 112 of 150. 38 to go. Watch these restarts. They're always frantic. In real life or virtual, Phoenix, Dean, back underway.
Need to start going 3 wide for sure now. Brandon Broadfoot still holding on to that P2 position, but I don't think for too long. Keith Haney's on the inside there. Caulfield's gone, and this is the thing too. Once Caulfield leads a race, mate, and he gets up the road, he is very, very hard to chase down. And I think the rest of the field here know it. And if you want to get a move on to catch Caulfield, you've got to start doing it. There's Broadfoot up high in the fence there, just trying to find any traction he can. Keith Haney on the inside. Here comes Jeff Merck as well. Steve Barnett, Trevor Williams, and Robert Richards all following there behind Brandon Broadfoot. Got to catch Caulfield. You can't let him get too far up the road there. Keith Haney knows it. Whoa, 3 wide, Wesley, if not 4 wide.
Crazy, frantic racing, as we mentioned. Sometimes we just in shock it all to take it all in. Broadfoot now, under attack, couple of cars bouncing off the wall. Cofield now, back out in front. Everybody just right now patiently working their way back behind the top 5. Some cars damaged, some having to take time to get repairs. Some just ready to just give it all they got right now. How about the 45? What a solid night for him.
Yep.
That's Matt Cherry. He now begins to climb into the top 10. Your NASRA DSR electric truck champion there, Dean. Now making a run in the top 10 for the leaders behind Broadfoot.
Yeah, he realizes
Yellow.
that. Well, we have another caution.
And we got a caution. Yellow out again. Collie Miller around on lap 117. There it is. Start-finish line.
I wonder if Brandon Broadfoot's going to come into pit road as well, too, and take an opportunity on this one because he is running in about 7th.
Because he didn't hit the last time. And
Yeah.
I think he realizes I shot myself in the foot here, Dean. I do need to come down pit road.
It's got to at some point soon, isn't he? Because these laps are starting to tick over pretty quickly. There it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No
A solo
doubt.
accident again. You've seen that before a few times from the drivers. Matthew Cummings has got a black flag serving it down pit road. Rodriguez, Mark Caulfield is on the meatball flag. You can see that car's pretty dinged up. So when these drivers the other drivers come down, I don't think many other drivers do need to come down, but Broadfoot, he's coming in. He has to. Yeah, there it is. He's also going to be followed by Matt Cherry, JJ Harden, Curtis Banks, Buzzy Mongol, Dan Hagen. So they're trying to flip this strategy. Remember too, Wesley, it's also if they've got any sets of tires remaining left as well. Broadfoot will definitely put some boots on here. He's only taken 2 pit stops in this race. Remember, I think he started from pit lane, so don't even count the first one. Some of the other drivers are saving a set, perhaps in the dying stages of this race. But even that, Wesley, you saw how good Brandon Broadfoot's race had been on those old tyres. He was still hanging in there in that top 5, wasn't he? Amongst a whole bunch of drivers that had fresh boots. So I don't necessarily think that coming in last minute to put some fresh tires on are really going to make a huge difference in this race with our track temperature and everything that's panned out tonight. I think you just got to make sure you got the fuel and bring it home.
That's right. Hey, real quickly, we're going to show you. Do we have a schedule for the upcoming races?
Yes, we do, sir.
There we go. Everybody, I will tell you this. I've been signed on broadcasting on the radio for a minor league baseball team. And the month of June and July or mid-July is kind of hectic for me. My intentions for all of NASRA, and you know that, Dean, is I'll try to do as many games as many races as I can. But I know that there will be some during the summer that possibly might be a conflict that I can't make. But obviously, I'll be here when I can for all the nights that I'm available. So, and if it's something where I can miss 15, 20 minutes, whatever, and it can say, hey, I could come after, then that, maybe I could do something like that. But
that's
there's
understood,
your schedule.
Wesley. Yeah, I mean,
Next week we're going to Watkins Glen, road course racing at Watkins Glen. There you go.
And then back to the Tricky Triangle, which I don't think I've been in the trio. We've even been in the Tricky Triangle and in some time, actually. I think. Good to be back there. Real broadcasts have to come first. Everybody.
Green flag.
I don't want to say that selfishly, but I mean,
no, you've always said that.
Pays my bill.
You've always said that has been working on the NASRA 360 Racing Networks or anywhere, really.
Well, anybody.
Real life broadcasting comes first. It pays the bills, my friend.
Cofield and Barnett and Haney. Look at this move now up on top. And watch this down the inside. Look at now Jeff Burke. Jeff Burke's been very quiet tonight. Quiet. What does that shirt say? Quiet rage? Rage quiet? Rage quit?
It says don't squeeze Keith Haney into the fence, I think.
Yeah, and by the way, where's Parsons at tonight? Is he not here?
Not here, no.
Kind of a quiet night without Hunter Parsons being here.
What are you saying?
Normally they can't stay away from each other.
Axel Smith trying to work his way back up to the front. Remember, Axel Smith led a ton of laps on this race and probably still is the lap leader he is, actually.
What I'm trying to say is that every Batman needs a Joker. Like every, like every.
Who are you?
Who the hell did Superman have to face? Silver Surfer? Is that what it was? Oh, I'm gonna shut up. Like the Teenage Ninja Turtles needed Shredder, okay? Like So every and every Jeff Burke needs a Hunter Parsons. We know there's history there. Like in the NASRA Australia, we do. Every
dog needs a bone.
Brad Newman.
Right? And every dog needs a bone. Every cowboy needs a sad song. Yeah, that song.
Every road has its soul.
That's it.
Yeah, a little G and R. Yes, sir.
There you go. Yeah, think about that for a second. So not actually Wesley, but whoa, there's a bit of tank slapping in the background.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Being out of that damn heat all day today, my head's got to me.
I can't wait to see you come to Australia, mate, in the summer. Wesley, you're gonna die. You're going to turn into a red lobster, that's for sure.
I don't know, man. I got some pasty-ass white legs, dude. I'm telling you, my legs are dying for a tan.
Here comes Axel on Jeff Merck. Well, he's still
but
been
I tell you
out.
that I wear pants all the time, and when I break out the shorts, I look like a ghost. Listen.
Trust me, my friend. When we have we just laugh at all the people in Australia when they come to the beaches in our summer when they come down, for tourism in Australia and mainly a lot of British people, European people and stuff like that. And they come in, they're just white, and of course they go on the beach and the next day they're red and they just burn. That's why we say put on your sunscreen when you're in Australia, otherwise you'll be in big trouble. Our sun is nasty down here, mate.
Is there a different heat?
Well,
different sun, the way it is.
Yeah, we got less ozone or something like that as well too, and so you just burn, you bake. Extreme ultraviolet days, and you gotta keep applying sunscreen, not like just put it on one time and then just go swimming for an hour or something like that. You gotta keep applying it, mate, every 30 minutes or so. Crazy.
Gotcha.
This is crunch time now, 20 laps to go, Wesley. This is when you start making your moves. Caulfield in the lead there. Steve Barnett and P2, Keith Haney and Jeff Merck and Axel Smith trying to make their way up. To try to do something about getting themselves to a podium, my friend.
Get ready to carry this one to the home stretch, to the casa, to the hausa.
To casa, mi casa, Wesley.
Yes, sir.
So Jeff Merck does get the job done on Haney. Got to keep for Axel Smith there. We know what happened before. Look at that inside dog leg that he's using there, Wesley. Wow. And in fact, that's not even the dog leg. That's a pit stop. Axel Smith's got a black flag. He must have too many penalty points. Has to serve a drive-through in a crucial point of this race. That's going to hurt him big time. It's going to drop outside the top 20. Jonathan Caulfield in the lead.
Under 20 to go, by the way. That's presented by Premier Racing Setups. We'll go side by side real quickly to thank that sponsor. Appreciate them. Always mention NASRA. Get 15% off your order. 15% goes back into NASRA's pocket as well. Dean, check your Discord messenger when you get a chance, and you'll be able to see what I'm telling you about. As they work their way down the back straight away.
I see you pasty white. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Do you see what I'm telling you? That's it. I mean, it's not inappropriately.
It's your summer there, mate. You should be getting a tan.
It's not AI. I normally wear pants. I normally don't wear shorts. Today I did rock some shorts because it was 90-something degrees. But
Yeah, in Australia, mate, everybody's in shorts, flip-flop, and singlets, as you call them. You know, singlets like with your sleeves open, like what Raul Meza wears. It's too hot in Australia
white beater
otherwise.
shirts.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that on the air there, Wesley, but yeah, nobody did call that.
Yeah, tank tops.
Yeah, tank tops, that's it.
Tank top. I don't know who in the world come up with the idea to call them wife beater shirts. I don't know why. I don't condone it. You know.
How's that Anthony Harden at the moment too? Our John Deere man is fought his way back up and one of those
After
drivers
crashing.
as well after crashing. Yep.
After crashing, yes, sir. In John Deere green on a hot summer
Gotta get
night.
yourself some John Deere gear.
That's right. Coffee. Trevor Williams. Hey, by the way, don't forget, coming soon, the new NASRA Cup Truck Series. It will be on Thursday night. I think it starts. When does it start? July? Dean, I don't think you know. You really don't have anything to do with it anymore, do you, boss?
I don't, unfortunately. Can't tell you on that one, Wesley. But
I know they said they're taking a break.
Yeah.
I do know they said they were taking a break. They're taking a break. They're wanting to, take some time off.
this is the closest battle before we start switching up to the leads there, because they're all battling for sheep stations back here at the moment. Trevor Williams, Anthony Harden, and Keith Haney. That's battling for 5th place. Time to make a move up the front here if anybody's going to catch Caulfield. Jeff Merck has been slowly chipping into Steve Barnett's lead here over the last couple of laps, realising that if he's going to have to do anything about Caulfield up there, you've got to make a move now. Oh, that's a little wiggle and a jiggle and a bobble and a care for that one, Wesley, from Steve Barnett.
My line! It's all good.
That message is trademarked and copyright.
Imitation is the best form of flattery, as somebody always told me.
I always say that, Wesley. When I ever use it, I always quote you.
A little wiggle and a jiggle and a giggle and a bobble.
Yeah.
You should be in the press box at real racetracks when I do that. People go like, what the hell did he just say? And they're like, yeah, it makes sense, yeah.
It just flows off the tongue, and hey, we're entertained.
It does.
Right, Wesley? And that's
A
what
little wiggle and a jiggle and a giggle and a bubble.
bit of traffic to deal with here at the moment. This is only going to help Caulfield. He's cleared the traffic, and he's about almost 1.5 seconds up the road there, Wesley. So all he needs is 9 laps to swing by, and he's got this one in the bag. Not sure if Merck, still Anthony Hayden and Harden and Keith Haney are still battling it out there for that P5 position. But I just wanted to see if Merck's got anything here for Steve Barnett. Take that.
Yeah, we're not going to lie to you either. We're going to have a very fast post race because me and Dean are exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm probably going to go to bed early tonight.
And then we got another broadcast.
So we got to turn around and get up in the morning to do NASCAR Australia at 5:30 in the morning. So, yeah.
I live and breathe iRacing every day, Wesley, about 3 times a day. So, it gets a bit exhausting sometimes. It's been a good race spot. Granted, we've had a lot of green flag racing here tonight. The big one that taken out a third of the field. Tell you what, Brady Broadfoot's still a pretty good hard charger to that, isn't it? A completely different strategy at the start. It was lap down at the start. He's had to fight his way through. He's off in that pit stop strategy too, late. But the man's managed to finish, currently at the moment, sitting at P4, up 25 places for Brandon Broadfoot. So I'll tell you what, that's a good recovery drive, if any.
Time running out, 5 to go.
Jeff Burke's pushing that car. See the rear end just sliding. He's chucking that thing in there and hoping it's just going to stick.
Jonathan Cofield holding onto the lead. Praying that nothing goes wrong down the stretch. Just 4 to go down.
Yeah, he just needs us to go green,
Just over
doesn't he?
4
He's got
miles
the lead.
left.
Got a bit of traffic to navigate through. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for Cofield. He's done this before. He just needs to go green, see that checkered flag, and then take a quick breather and then come in to have a chin wag with us in the booth there and celebrate his first victory here for the new season here of the Pultz Poppers ARCA series.
Obviously, he's all excited about Auburn baseball. The Auburn Tigers are going to the Super Regionals as well as Alabama. Roll Tide. Yes, sir. 2 to go. Jonathan Cofield.
Roll Tide. How's your has your team got in the Stanley Cup playoffs? Are they
Carolina
they
had
won
a
one?
great game last night.
Right.
They lost 5-4.
Okay.
But I really believe, remember what happened in the Eastern Conference Final? They lost game
Terrence
1 to
Detail.
Montreal, so
And Shine,
they'll
one to
bounce
go.
back. White flag in the air, by the way. Terrence Detail and Shine, 1 to go. I think the Hurricanes are going to be a much aggressive team rest of the way. Down the back straight away. We love hockey. We love racing and sim racing too. Jonathan Cofield, War Eagle, Auburn Tiger lover from Mumford, Alabama. It is Jonathan Cofield. He is a winner in the ARCA series tonight at Phoenix.
Brilliant drive there for Cofield, up 3 places. He's been at the front practically the whole race, so he had to be there. Had nice battles that he had there with Jeff Merck. He had nice battles there with Axel Smith. He ends up finishing at P17 as well for Axel.
He will make the 4th different winner, Dean, in 5 races. There is Axel Smith only with a pair, Stephen Gregory, Steve Barnett, and now Jonathan Cofield with a single. There you go. So that's the way they finish. How fun was that?
Yep.
Fast post-race coming up next.
That's right.
Ladies
Cofield
and gentlemen,
celebrates
there it
it, my
is.
friend, and we'll take a quick commercial to thank our sponsors of the Florida Cabinet, and then we'll be back to
After
chat
the result. After the results, yeah.
after the results. Yes, that's right. So let's get through those results there, Wesley.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the results real quickly. As coming up will be our post-race with Steve Barnett. Obviously, Jeff Merck holding on to 2nd and 3rd behind Jonathan Cofield. 150 laps, 151 miles. 6 lead changes among 6 different drivers. 9 cautions, 27 laps. A good race overall. Brandon Broadfoot, hard charger of the race from the back of 25 spots. Axel Smith led the most laps at 61. Cofield, the fastest man. And Josh Clemens also tonight was the pole driver. Jonathan Cofield is your winner. Steve Barnett 2nd. Jeff Burke again, top 3 podium. We'll talk to them in a minute. Broadfoot, Hardin, Haney, Richards, Williams, Johnson, Matt Cherry. A solid top 10 with a checker flag at Phoenix.
That's right. We're going to go over to Josh Clemens there. We got Curtis Banks, the mullet man. We got Carson Woodward, Buzzy Mongol, Tony Burlington, Dan Hagen, Axel Smith. After running at the front there, we'll finish down there in P17th there. Corey Miller in P18th, Matthew Cummings in P19th, and Jonathan Woodward will be in the 20th place there, Wesley. Further over.
Rest of the finishing order will find Meza, Rodriguez, Cofield, Morton, Richardson, Johnson, Gregory, Ellis, Justice, Lighty, and one more car. That is the driver in 31st of Timothy Hammond. Cody Knott, as always, this is his series, is the race director. Everybody, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm exhausted. I know Dean's exhausted. We are going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have a very fast post-race interview. Grab Cofield, Barnett, and Merck, get their thoughts, thank their sponsors, and we will call it a night and set the stage for Watkins Glen next Wednesday. You're watching coverage of the ARCA NASRA Pultz Poppers ARCA series here. Be back in just a moment, and we'll talk to the winner. Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantel, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime. Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime. Well, we're playing the commercial again. No, there we go. There. I want to say thank you to Florida Cabinet Distributors as we welcome you to post-race. Dean Hopton, I'm Wesley Outland. Very fast post-race coming up, and when it's all said and done at Phoenix, it is Jonathan Cofield. Jonathan, from one Alabama fan to one to another. Alabama's in the Super Regionals. Auburn is in the Super Regionals. So I will say War Eagle and go Tigers and, Lions and Tigers and Bears. But no, listen, on top of that, congratulations. I know this is something you've really wanted to do, is win in the NASRA Pultz Popper ARCA series. What does it mean to finally put this on your belt to be now the fourth winner in 5 races?
Oh, yeah, man, I love it. Phoenix was one of my favorite tracks. Had a great battle all night up front. I hope y'all got all that. Me and Jeff Merck and Axel and Steve, really good battling up front, just back and forth. But got some cautions in there, kind of mixed up the tire strategy. I think Merck and them dipped in a little early and took their tires, and we was able to wait a little later and get ours.
Well, buddy, I'll tell you what, before I let you go, please thank your sponsors, man. And obviously, big thanks to getting this big win for you, sir.
Yeah, you and Biggles Dean Hopton for doing broadcast. Can't wait to go back and watch it. Bandits Motorsports, all my teammates. Shaco Springs for giving me a paycheck every week. Who else we got? Just everybody at NASRA, everybody, Pultz Poppers. Big shout out to them for sponsoring our ARCA series. Sim Shop. And that's about it.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the thoughts of Jonathan Cofield as he will, of course, pick up the victory. His first win, by the way, in the series for the NASRA Pultz Poppers ARCA series. But if you're keeping up with statistics, like I am, career start 263 tonight for him. This is his 34th career win with the series of NASRA, 116th top 5 and 174th top 10. We'll see what Auburn will do in the Super Regionals. Thanks, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Let's grab Steve Barnett. Well, Hillbilly, the Michigan driver, won at Michigan last week. I wasn't there for the race. I was doing a baseball game in Danville, Virginia last Wednesday night. But Steve, long time coming, getting a win, buddy. I got to say congratulations to you on that. And secondly, a solid podium finish with second tonight, man. Got that momentum swing going for you.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel pretty confident behind the wheel. I was pretty pumped to get that win last week. I was bummed you weren't here because I told you in the Daytona Duels interview that I was going to win at Michigan, and I did it. And I wanted you.
You did.
And I did. So yeah, it was just I didn't have anything for Jonathan. It's my team owner. He was on a rail. I couldn't catch him. I knew it about 30 laps to go. I just tried to keep everybody else behind me and get a 1-2 finish, and that was that.
Good solid run, man, for sure. Obviously, the Hillbilly car is looking good, sir. Obviously, before we do let you go, please thank your sponsors. And, man, I wish I would have made it. I did go back and did watch the race last week, so I was happy for you when I seen you won.
Yeah, just shout out to my fishing lure business, Hillbilly Custom Baits. If you like fishing, hit me up. I'm the guy. All the guys at Bandits Motorsports for throwing up the practice sessions and getting time behind the wheel. It's paying off. And everybody at NASRA that does what they do to get this stuff rolling. And hopefully my dad's still awake watching this. Shout out to him.
There you go. That's buddy Steve Barnett, the Hillbilly. Got a win from Brighton, Michigan. He won Michigan last week. Got himself a runner-up here tonight. Let's grab and go to third. Our buddy, Mr. Jeff Merck. Jeff will finish in the third position. Jeff in the 60. Rage quit. And I guess the rage that is Hunter Parsons, he wasn't here tonight, right? And so you was good villain, bad villain, right? As I said in the broadcast, every Batman needs a Joker or a penguin or whoever, So I couldn't think of who the hell Superman or Captain America's evil nemesis were, but anyhow. Yeah, whoever it was. Yeah, Lex Luthor. Yeah. Lex Luthor's a damn WWE wrestler. That's
He's as bald-headed as I am.
Jeff, you do finish on the podium, though, man. How's it feel? Yeah. I love that car, dude. I love the wrap job on that car.
Yeah, I really like the color scheme of this thing. I have my buddy Baker over at Kid Bake Paints painted it for me. So hit him up. He'll get you a good paint job. So, yeah, I'm happy with third. I think I had a better car, but once you got marred back in traffic, these things are so aero dependent and they were so loose in the butt end that you had to really play with the throttle a lot on exit. I just couldn't ever get around the traffic to get back to Cofield. And, yeah, how it goes. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Florida Southwesterners. My son's going to school there August 24th. He starts his school, and he's really excited about that. The car owner inside watching the broadcast, my loving wife, Dawn. So a big I love you to her. DSR Electric Cops, everybody that does NASRA, Pultz Poppers, Serve Pro, Prosper, Premier Setups, all of our sponsors, Cody for putting this together. You guys up in the booth, my buddy Dean, looking forward to going back and watching the race.
Always great being able to hear from you, and I'm glad you're in a good mood tonight.
I'm always in a good mood, man. What are you talking about?
I mean, well, you when Parsons gets into you or something.
Oh yeah, me and old Hunter. I think we buried the hatchet. You know how I am.
Really?
I'll cuss and rip and snort for a couple of weeks, and then I'll go into the room and shoot the poop with them for a little while. And I caught myself on that one, so they can't find me.
Shoot to shoot.
Yeah, shoot to shoot. So we went. Was hollering at him and hooting and hollering and having a good time. So I think everybody knows that's just kind of my persona, being kind of pokey. And
everybody's all friends after that for sure. So
I'm a lot of fun tonight though. Like Cofield said, it was a lot of fun up front tonight. There's a lot of hard racing. I thought old Broadfoot might have had a better run there. He had like 13, 14 lap better tires, but that'll just show you how bad getting through the traffic is here, that he had 14 lap newer tires. And they got up to fourth from like 10th. So it's a hard road to hoe.
Well, buddy, we'll see you obviously next week. Road course racing, that's totally different animal, isn't it?
Oh, God, in this car, that's going to be, I don't know, they got pretty good brakes, so it might not be too bad.
As I say, the road course. We'll see what takes place, my friend. Thank you, Jeff. Always great talking to you.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Jeff Merck, the buddy out of Florida, the man in that beautiful-looking race car. That is so awesome, that Florida Southwestern University entry. By the way, that is a real school, so There it is. And there's the man right there, War Eagle. The
No,
Auburn
God,
Tiger lover,
no.
that is Jonathan Cofield.
Oh, I was
You.
going to say.
Jeff, let me do my job.
War Eagle. Oh, I just think I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Yeah, I say the same thing too every time I say it, but kind of make him happy. Dean, we're getting off the air, my friend. Obviously, that'll wrap up our broadcast schedule for the week on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. We've got DSR Monday. I think the Endurance Series is back on Tuesday. Wednesday, we've got ARCA at Watkins Glen. And remember, starting in July, I believe is what I was told, is when they start preliminaries for the Thursday night NASRA Cops Truck Series. But, brother, your final take of tonight, get you some shut-eye. I know you're exhausted like I am. I think I'm going to take a cold shower and go to bed, man. I ain't going to lie to you. My head. Yeah, just a cold shower, brother. I mean, I might have sunburned my head today. I don't know. I might need to better take care of myself.
Yeah, it was good. Congratulations to everybody. Of course, a big wreck that took out about 1/3 of the races drivers, but the rest of them fought their way through. Yeah, and then big shout out, of course, to Brandon Broadfoot with that different strategy. He ended up finishing in P4, 25 positions up as well, to just shy of the podium where we spoke to Jeff Merck, Steve Barnett, and this man, War Eagle, gets it done for his first race win of the season.
That's right. I'm going to throw up in my mouth like Jeff just said again. There you go. There's the thoughts of Jonathan Cofield picking up the win. By the way, there are 4 winners now in 5 races as we pack her up here tonight from Phoenix, virtual Valley of the Sun, and head to the long road course in New York, the mountains of New York wine country, Watkins Glen, next Wednesday. As always, if you'd like to get signed up, go to NASRA social media, hit them up on Discord, and we'll say thank you to Pultz Poppers as well as Cops, Concerns and Police Survivors for sponsoring tonight's race. For Brady LaBeouf, Cody Knott, everybody behind NASRA. For producer, director, and color analyst Bigglesdean Hopton, this is Wesley Outland congratulating Jonathan Cofield, winner tonight in Phoenix. We'll see you next Wednesday at the Glen. Good evening. Thank you for watching.